Yo, what's up, everyone? It's Dream Team Podcast. It's me, Deshaun, back here with
Jason.
I hope everybody's doing good.
Yes.
If you're hearing this, it's gonna be released Friday. So, hopefully, you're listening to this on Friday or throughout the weekend. Hopefully, your weekend goes well. Hopefully, next weekend goes well because we know what's coming up. We'll have more conversation about that later. But today, we're gonna jump into the first topic. It's gonna be the UFC fight between Israel and Nasruddin. So, Jason?
So, Israel Adesanya, one of the greatest middleweights of all time, is my favorite fighter who is still fighting. My favorite fighter is still fighting, and my favorite fighter of all time. Two different things. But he's my favorite fighter that's still fighting. And he's lost his last 3 fights. The first one he lost, he almost got knocked out, actually, but he lost a decision. The fight before his last one, he had to tap out. The guy choked him out. And then his last fight he got knocked out. So hasn't been great for Izzy lately.
So basically you was rooting for him?
Oh yeah, 100%. I thought he was gonna win, but nah, thankfully the website I was illegally watching it on wasn't working, so I didn't get to see it live. But it hurt seeing it. But no, the Russian guy, he came in and did what he needed to do, and so I do have to give him that. I can't deny that.
He fought good.
He did. Izzy's just out. Izzy's old. Izzy's 35 years old. That's old for MMA.
That's old.
That's
how old is
MMA.
Nasruddin then?
Oh, let's check.
So right now, I was going for Israel too, even though I don't really know that much like Jason does. He's more into the UFC.
How old is he?
His age.
Ooh, 29.
You don't call that old?
No, that's not old. That's your prime years if you're 29.
And then 6
There's
years
this
later, you're old.
Yeah, and there's one fighter named Ilya Topuria who's a champion, 16-0, and he's 27 or 28.
Oh.
Yeah, he'll be champion for a long time, but 35 for MMA, that's old. You need time to retire. Very few people like John Jones or
But how many
Alex
has he
Pereira
won since he's been like in his, I guess, old age?
So his last 5 fights, the first one he fought a guy named Alex Pereira, his rival. He fought him twice before this fight. And so he fought him a third time and lost his belt to him. Then he fought him again and won and knocked him out. And then Izzy's next fight was against a guy named Sean Strickland. And Sean, like I said, almost knocked him out in the first round. But Izzy held it together, but he still lost. And then his next fight was he was fighting a guy named Detrius Duplessis. He's also from Africa. He's a white dude.
Oh.
Yeah. And he says he's a real African champion, and right now he kind of is. He's the champ, so and he's probably going to win. He's fighting this weekend. Him and Sean, the guy that almost knocked out Izzy, they're both fighting this weekend. So I think Duplessis is going to win, but no. And then he fought. Israel fought the Russian guy. I'm calling him the Russian because I'm not gonna even try to pronounce that name.
Nasruddin, that's how you say it.
We're probably saying it wrong.
I heard how to pronounce it.
Ness. Where do you see an E?
Is this how it's pronounced? Nasruddin.
That's why you don't trust people on the internet. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
I think Nasruddin.
But he came in and did what he got to do and knocked Izzy out cold. Not out cold, but
so
it was rough.
You think his old age doesn't come with more knowledge about how to fight?
No. That knowledge, no. Fuck knowledge. Fuck knowledge don't come into play when you in a fight.
I mean, well,
that don't come into play. You can know as much as you want. If you get caught with the right hand to the chin, you're out. No matter how much knowledge you know.
But not knowledge like just straight up like knowledge, but like more like the fighting experience.
No. You need people as they get older. That's when every day they age. Every day their prime goes down. Okay, so if you're in your prime, then your prime is slowly going. So you're gonna be a champ for a while. But Israel's he's out of his prime. He just got out of his prime. He almost got knocked out to Strickland and then took a year off. And then after he almost gets knocked out, he immediately gets a rematch for the belt. I don't I don't think that was right, and he's my favorite fighter, and I'm saying that. I think Izzy needed a win, come back, but no. But Izzy's just one of the most popular fighters to ever live, so.
Until
they know that
on.
if you, what?
Until later on, he's
yeah. But no, he's out his prime. He's just, he's probably not going to fight again.
I mean, he still think he can fight. He probably trying to,
he can't fight
like
any
his
of
ego probably hurt.
A little bit. I don't think he can beat any of the top contenders right now. Like I said, he's old. He's old. He's kind of done it all. Before he went on this losing streak, he was damn good. He was beating guys that people couldn't beat, like Robert Whittaker and Paulo Costa. Big ass Brazilian dude.
You think that basically if he retired right now, he'd be good?
Oh yeah, all the money he's got, all his legacy. No matter what else happens, he could lose 10 fights in a row. He's still going to be one of the greatest middleweights of all time. Not the greatest. Anderson Silva's got that title, but he's one of the greatest.
Thinking anybody's going to beat him
though? Is he? Or the greatest?
Yeah.
Izzy came real close. Izzy came real close. If he hadn't lost his belt and won every fight that he's fought since Alex, and yeah, I'd say he'd probably be the greatest middleweight of all time. But since he's lost those 3 fights, one to submission, one by knockout, and almost got knocked out in one of the fights, I can't say he's the greatest, and he's my favorite fighter. And I'm saying this, but he's one of the greatest. He's definitely, I'd say he's second next to no one.
So who's top 5 for you then?
Middleweights, I don't know that many middleweights. Of all, like, fighters of all time? Divisions?
Yes, all time, yeah. I guess. Just say that, all divisions, yeah.
I'm going to start with my number 5th. I'm going to go with probably Khabib Nurmagomedov. You remember, Islam?
Yeah.
That's his cousin. No, that is protege. That's his protege. Or wait. He trained Islam. That's what I'm trying to tell you, pretty much.
Yeah.
And Umar Nurmagomedov is Khabib Nurmagomedov's cousin. But anyway, Khabib.
I remember you talked about that one time.
Khabib, my favorite fighter of all time, Cain Velasquez. He beat up Brock Lesnar. He beat the fuck out of Brock Lesnar. He beat the shit out of Brock. He's one of the greatest. If he didn't get hurt so much, he may have the title for greatest heavyweight of all time if he wouldn't have got hurt so much. But so Cain Velasquez, Demetrius Johnson, Mighty Mouse DJ, he's one of the most underrated people of all time. No, screw that. No. For my third, I'm gonna go with GSP, George St. Pierre. He's my third. He's you know what he did? He literally retired. After a few years, came back to the UFC, won the belt, and then, like, vacated the belt as soon as he won it, just to retire again. He came in to show these motherfuckers, hey, know who daddy is, pretty much. And then number 2 would be Demetrius Johnson, the one I was talking about. But number 1, I got to give to John Jones. John's just too good. He's ducking Tom Aspinall right now, but we won't get into that.
And you don't think nobody ever passed him?
Pastor John? Ooh. There's one person that was the GOAT before John, and he never fought in the UFC. It's a guy named Fedor Emelianenko. You know what his nickname was? The Last Emperor. And he was a beast. This was before UFC was really big. This was in the early 2000s. No. So he was a beast. Russian. And he didn't look like a beast. He got Russians. A big belly. Yeah, this Russia and Brazil, they bring out the best fighters.
I can see it because most of them do come from, like, you really see that much for, like, U.S. really.
You see enough, but not nearly as much.
Not a lot. Russia and, like, Brazil and stuff. Every time you see a fight, it's damn near one of them.
Yeah, there's a lot of Brazilians and Russians who are just into it with MMA.
In their blood, fighting. Basically.
Yeah, especially Dagestan, Russian, where Khabib, the guy I just mentioned, and Umar and Islam are where they train. God, they don't practice, they train. They train like 12 hours a day every day. Maybe more than 12 hours a day. They're like very disciplined. They're Muslims, so they don't party. They don't bullshit. They train and they're very disciplined.
Muslims are really disciplined.
Yes, and very religious.
They take their religious seriously. They take They take everything seriously. Damn near.
Like Habib, people, I don't think he's the greatest of all time simply because the achievement wise, he doesn't have it. Yeah, he won the belt, but I think he only defended it against Conor McGregor. Wait, did he defend it against Conor McGregor or did he win it against Conor McGregor? I don't know. But he beat Conor. He beat the fuck out of Conor. For 5 rounds, he just laid on Conor.
Yeah, I know Conor has a big ego too.
Oh, yeah. You will never see anybody like Conor McGregor. You will never. I don't care how much crap you talk, the ego you have, the way you... No one can ever be another Conor McGregor. He's going through some shit right now, too, so...
Have you ever seen, or like, is he the first to ever be like a UFC fighter? And like, I don't know if he switched to it, but like, done acting, or is it like...
Acting? More? Oh, no. There's been multiple UFC fighters who've done acting. George St. Pierre, the guy I just mentioned, a guy named Francis Ngannou. I'm sure you've heard... Have you heard that name at all? Mm-hmm. He a big motherfucker. He a big black dude. He a big ass black dude. You know how he got so big? He lived in Cameroon, Africa, and he was a slave. He had to escape to come to the U.S. His story is wild. He was a slave. All he did was shovel dirt. That's how he got big. So he doesn't do push-ups. He doesn't work out. Let me show you how big this fucker is.
So who else, while you're looking up that, has been in movies or like roles?
This is Francis, real quick. Look how big this motherfucker is. And that's all natural. That's not working out at all.
Yeah.
His leg weighs more than me. His leg!
We are pretty light, so.
Yes, this is true. It's a big motherfucker. But he's been in one. He's been in a movie. George St. Pierre's been in a movie.
Now that I look at his face, I think I have seen him in a movie.
Yeah, he's one of the baddest motherfuckers on the planet right now.
You know what's crazy though?
That's scary. Imagine looking across the cage, knowing you're about to fight this. A man is not a good enough word to describe him. This dude's a beast. He knocks out motherfuckers. He don't... Oof. Anyway.
Have you seen the new Roadhouse?
Yeah.
Okay, Conor McGregor he basically is himself in that movie.
Yes, it's Conor McGregor on coke. Literally. I promise you, he was on cocaine that entire movie.
The way he was walking, that shit was so fucking still. It was like, the fuck is that?
I don't know if this movie was supposed to be serious or not.
I think
it was.
Okay,
I liked
parts
it.
Was supposed to be serious, but like I think the whole thing is supposed to be just like bullshitting around. Because it did not take, I don't think, any inspiration from the old one. Did it take inspiration from the old one?
At the beginning, it did, but
and then it just went KY from there. The whole bar scene and shit.
That was funny. Showing Conor's ass. I'm like, okay. I love Conor, but I don't love him that much.
I don't want to see that.
But all the shit that is coming out about him, how he's like, all these like sexual assault.
And look at the dude.
Yeah. I mean, I like Conor. If all this comes out to be true, it's going to break my heart. But I wouldn't be too shocked if it actually happened.
I mean, because like, it's the way
Nothing
his demeanor is.
Yeah,
like,
it's just, yeah.
You kind of think like something's kind of going on.
Yeah, just the way he is, apparently, from what I heard, I don't know if this is true, but apparently one of the girls that he was allegedly doing this with, so the guy who, you remember Habib?
Yeah.
He choked him out. Apparently he was like, from what I heard from another UFC fighter named Sean O'Malley, he said that apparently he told this girl, I'm gonna choke you like Habib was choking me or some shit. I was like, oh, no. Now, is that true? I don't know. It could be bullshit. Well, multiple women have come out. This is not Conor's first rodeo.
Oh, so
this is the first time a judge has actually said, okay, this probably did happen. All the others, I think, got dismissed. The judge didn't say that, but
were they false or were they?
I don't know. I really don't know. You really don't know. You really can't really, unless you're there, because a lot of women fake being raped for money, and which is disgusting to me. You're gonna ruin a man's life because you want money.
That's why you gotta watch
you should
out.
go to
Like,
jail.
once you get big, you gotta watch out who you like mess around with. Because if you break up with them and they find out that you're getting really big, they'll hit you at your prime time. Like,
yeah,
always in these movies and stuff.
And that's not all women. All
women
women are not the same. I get so tired of hearing that. All women are not the same. You got two divisions of women: good women and bad women. You just gotta find a good woman.
Two division of men.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate when women say, "I always get all these bad dudes." Like, no, like you just.
What do you mean? They're like, I saw this one fucking TikTok. This girl saying there's not a plethora of good men out there. Yes, there is. They just don't want you.
Yeah, they either don't want you or you're not going for the right ones because of like how you've been.
The guy told her if your looks are all you have, you'll get a little bit, but you won't get far because we're gonna put two and two together.
If you're going off your looks, you're gonna get more bad dudes than good dudes. Because
Exactly.
you're not showing your personality, you're not showing anything. All you're showing is your ass and titties. So
Literally,
you're gonna get dudes that really only want that instead of want you. For your personality
you saying all men are the same. No, all the men you fuck with are the same because of how you are. If you don't be like that, you'll find some good, hardworking, good intentional men who will be there for you.
That actually want to be there for you. You dismiss because
you dismiss them.
Don't either make this much money or you'll look like this and that. It's like, but they want to talk about us for talk about how women look, but they don't. They do the same damn shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like I said. Not like there are a lot of good women in this world. There are a lot of bad women in this world. But there are a lot of good men in this world. But there are a lot of bad men in this world. So I don't think it's all men or women's fault. I think it's everybody. You know what I mean?
Basically, you put yourself in. I can't really say that.
Well,
depending on who you go for, you gotta get somebody's background. You can't just go.
Yeah, if you put yourself in a situation, you put yourself in a situation.
Yeah, like say.
Like that's nobody's fault but your own.
He makes the money you like. He does this and that, but you know that he has
willingly.
Yeah, willingly. Yeah. But you know he has a prison record for beating women or doing.
Yeah,
this and that.
like if you know what,
why would you do that?
Oh, because he's a bad boy. Yeah, when he's beating your ass, I'm sure you'll be thinking different.
Like, oh, he's been out for 2 years. He's not going to do that again. You piss him off that one time.
Yeah,
like, piss him off good enough.
That's why I saw this other TikTok of this woman saying, I'm going to tell my daughter to don't put your hands on a man because I can't guarantee that they're not going to knock your ass out nowadays. Men shouldn't put hands on women, but unfortunately some do. And, to me, that's disgusting. Like, I don't know, just...
But then again, like, okay, women should not put... Men should not put their hand on women.
No.
But women don't have the right to do that.
Exactly. You see that post I posted a few days ago? Just because you know your man's not going to put hands on you, don't give you the right to put hands on him? Nah. Now, listen. What I meant by that is, like, when you slap a man or slapped your man, no, he's not going to do nothing back. He's not. It's just not. But you know that. You know he's not going to do it, so you think that it's okay if you do because you know he's not going to do it. And that's fucked, in my opinion. You're not taking his feelings.
I seen a TikTok. This dude, they was married for like 12, 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
Getting beat the fuck up by his wife. Getting beat left and right. To the point to where he had to put cameras in his house to record everything she's been doing and took it to court. So they wouldn't be like, oh, she's not doing this and that. He took all the evidence to court.
Unfortunately, if you need... It's just our justice system. You need rock solid proof for a man.
Man, you need rock solid proof. A woman could come in and say he touched me. He groped my boob one time, and then we're going to jail.
Exactly. It's now with the legal system. I stay with that. Men have it worse with the legal system. Just no matter what, divorce or custody battles,
especially custody. The women you could be making more money than a woman. She's gonna win still.
She's gonna say, "Oh, I don't have a job. I need extra child support. Go get a job." But no, it's... And like I said, not all women are like that. Like I said, all women are not the same. They're not. But there's just a lot of women out there who are like that. And we try not to surround ourselves with those kinds of people.
And that's why
not just women, men, you know.
Women, I'm go women then men first. Women, I feel like if you keep going for money or keep going for looks, you're either not gonna have nobody, or you're gonna get the wrong ones.
If if all you want is money and I don't know.
If all you want is money, this like saying you're gonna find a guy who makes more, like a lot of money, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's basically saying if you find a guy, he's nice and everything, y'all work together, or y'all just see each other like in class or something like that, or just anywhere in public, and y'all just interact so much, and he makes more money, that's gonna make your man feel like you're gonna leave him for him, because at the end of the day, we know you're going for money.
This is why I don't date a woman who has guy friends. If you have one guy friend, nope, I ain't got time for that. I've been through that. You know. You've been through that too. I ain't got time for that bullshit. If you got a guy friend, all right, nah. I'm not fucking with that, nah. Because all he wants to sleep with you.
You know what's crazy?
That's just it.
I've been through that with a girl, and I wasn't even dating a girl yet. It's just, I just knew that she liked me.
Yeah.
And then, like, I had a thing for her.
Mm-hmm.
And then found out she's fucking her friend. I was like, what?
Yeah. But thankfully I don't get out much because, like I said, I don't have a fucking car. But thankfully, I'm happy to say that like the women we work with, and then sometimes the women around the stores, and thankfully, I haven't seen that. I've seen nice women, good women so far, and so that warms my heart. All right, good. They're out there, which we know they're out there, but they're just hard to find. But yeah.
Yeah, for men, if you go for only looks, like if they shape this way or something like that, you're gonna find the ones that's gonna cheat on you, basically.
Yeah, if you I think a man, don't get me wrong, looks for me plays a big part in it. I'm not gonna date no ugly woman.
Okay, I get
that's just
looks
me.
Play a part, but it's not all about looks.
Yeah, it is not all about looks, though. You're right. It's personality, how they are.
You can get a girl that's fine and everything has the right shape, how you want them shaped and stuff, and her personality can be fucked.
Exactly.
Super fucked to the point to where you get her mad once, she's gonna go fuck a guy, just a random guy on the street, because she fucked her, like you pissed her off.
Yep. Exactly.
Because she knows she got the body and stuff like that, so you pissed her off. She's gonna go fuck a guy and then come back like nothing happened. Oh, I just went to go blow off some steam, or I went with a friend.
Yeah, it's looks just, and I'm not saying that I'm nothing against people who aren't good looking. That's just me. That's just how I am.
Even
is that selfish of me? Sure,
that's good for them. You got
people
will find their match if they just actually look, or if they go in the right place.
But for me, looks plays a big part, but it's not everything to me. It's not. I play that game. I've dated women who just had looks and no personality, no chemistry. You know what I mean? I've done that, and it's
we both.
Yeah, we both
know
done that. Yeah, and it's not a nice game. It's a horrible game. But
this is the reason why I changed how I done stuff, because Jason knows my past.
Yeah.
So that's why I changed, and that's why I'm talking about this now, because I'm not being a hypocrite. Like, I've been through that, but
yeah, we both been through that bullshit, and we're not gonna drop names, of course.
We're not getting into. We're not
gonna get into.
Let's not get into that.
Yeah.
That's in the past. Leave that shit in the past.
But no, it's just
I'm
we've
in a
dealt
happy
with it,
relationship
and
right now. I'm
it's
chilling,
not like
so.
we're saying this without having prior experience, because we've had prior experience. Now, is it as bad as other people's?
Oh, no,
we don't know.
Got it worse.
Yeah, a lot of people have been through some real shit.
They've been through, like, getting their house broken into, cars.
Yeah. But let's say our problems are nowhere near big as people's real problems.
Yeah.
Like the poor people in LA. The poor people, not the rich. I feel bad for the poor people.
The rich people ain't got no problems. They talking about, my house burnt down.
Go buy another one. Go buy another one. Sorry, Robert De Niro. You got billions of dollars. Go buy another one. It's the poor people's houses that can't buy another one, that will be homeless
Probably
for
never
months.
Even had a home.
Yeah, that's who I feel bad for. I don't feel bad for the rich assholes.
Like, they want us to donate to basically the rich, not the poor.
Yeah, exactly.
The one time their house can burn down, let's donate to LA now instead of donating when all the poor people.
I'm not giving LA a cent. Oh, I'd give a cent to the poor, not the rich.
It's not gonna go to them. It's gonna go to.
Oh yeah, it's all money you get to go. I'd probably say 50% of what you donate doesn't go to what they actually tell you they're donating. They probably
in their pockets, or more to the people that.
Just like with these McDonald's and local stores saying, you want to donate? No, you're probably gonna put that shit right in your pocket. No, fuck that.
Some organizations do that.
Yeah,
they're basically saying, we need to stay up and running too.
Yeah. What? It's just dumb. But no.
So, since we've been talking about relationships and stuff, I guess we can transition to the other topic we was going to
Yes,
talk about.
this next topic is, I sent this to Deshaun. I was like, what the hell am I looking at? So I was on Instagram a few days ago, scrolling, and I saw this person with his AI girlfriend, and it's not what you think it is. It's not over the phone. This motherfucker had a robot.
A live robot.
A live robot. It's I was like, what the hell? I'm gonna see if I can find it.
AI girlfriend. Wasn't it a sex bot too, basically?
Yeah, pretty much a sex bot.
Basically, a sex bot that can walk around, do this and that. I think can it talk to you? Did they make it like that?
I think it can talk to you too.
So basically, they're not even like men out here. I guess was so desperate or like so like.
Listen, I'm to all the men out there. If you are so insecure and so if you have no confidence to the point that you have to fuck robots, there's no hope for you, man.
Nah,
no. If your self esteem is that low to where you can't go get a real woman, like a human woman,
flesh.
yeah, flesh and
bones.
blood. Not even a good looking woman, just a human woman. Like, you know what I mean? Not these robots.
You know, there's people you can pay to even like just talk to you. If you need that, if you need companion like that, there's professional snugglers too. Like they'll like snuggle with you while you go to sleep.
Here it is. AI robot girlfriends are coming. We are doomed. It look real.
You're gonna become. Have you ever seen Detroit Become Human?
Yeah. No.
You never played the game?
No.
That's basically what we're gonna become.
Probably. But look at her. She look. No, she don't look real. Never mind. Why am I calling it a she? It's an it. Literally, it's a robot. It's a robot.
It is designed boobs and stuff on it. It's not really.
This is what it looks like without the face.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's.
Imagine that comes off all your fucking. Well, no, AI robot.
But like, I'm not.
An AI girlfriend.
I'm not promoting this, but if you really need a woman's touch, go to a strip club or get a prostitute. I'm not promoting that, but damn.
Like
you're really gonna go
if
that
a
low.
man's really depressed, and he hasn't had sex in a while, I just think maybe he needs to have sex to get his confidence back up a little bit, or
people can pay
boost
for that.
his. Yeah, go to downtown Bryan.
Damn.
Plenty of hookers down there.
Nah, you go to Houston, you find a whole street,
Yeah.
whole street full of them.
They're doing their little dance on the corner.
There's one known street that everybody talks about. They try to shut it down, but it never gets shut down.
What street is it? It's in Houston?
I think it's called Bissonnet Street. Like, deep into, like, the ghetto of Houston. But, like, obviously, because that's going on. But, like, like, if you need a woman's touch, go to a strip club. You can look at all the ass and shit you want. Or get a prostitute. You'll get a little bit of bang for your buck. If you need something, if you need a woman's touch, that's all you need. You got professional snugglers, like I said. You can pay to snuggle you while you go to sleep. You got all this. Get a massage. That's a woman's touch.
Yeah.
You do something.
Yeah.
If that's really what you need.
It's nice. A woman's touch is nice, but I'm not to the point where I need it. It's nice and I like it.
If you need it, you got a problem.
If you need it, then you might need some help. But it's nice to have. But I don't need it. You know, like I said, I like it, but
you don't need it.
I don't need it.
There's some people that need it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, that's an actual problem. I think that's not a disorder. Is it a disorder? Or something like that. Basically, like, you can't go without having sex, basically.
Sex addict. Addiction. Sex addiction.
Else. Nympho? It's not nympho. Is it nympho?
I know there's a disorder to where you can't control masturbating. Because of the dude.
What does that mean? Like, you just do it whenever?
The fucker at my school did it in the cafeteria. Let me tell y'all that. I don't give a fuck if Rudder hates me for this. We had this one dude at my What?
You better hope somebody else isn't listening to this either.
Who? Her?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. So this one dude, we were in the cafeteria at lunch in high school. This was years ago.
Damn,
That's true. This was a few years ago. My man, this was a few years ago. Even I caught on that. No, this was a few years ago. Me and there'll be one person who's watching this who was there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and we're in the cafeteria eating, and we all of a sudden we see people pointing at something. So we look over, and there's this guy sitting his back to the wall with his phone in his hand and his other hand in his jacket, moving up and down. We're like, what the fuck? Turns out he was beating his meat.
No, in the cafeteria.
In the cafeteria while we're all eating.
You know, I've heard of stories. Now, this is rumors. But when I was going, because obviously we was in different grades, so we had different lunches. I've heard that there's been, in those corner seats.
At our school?
At our school, okay. You know, like the benches and stuff. I've heard of girls sitting in the, to the wall of it and getting fingered over there.
Senior year of high school, a guy, for some reason, these two idiots, a guy and a girl.
We're talking about this story. I know this.
Yeah,
story.
a guy and a girl in the library. This guy was fingering this girl in point view. You could see it, and she was doing
that
it.
one. I thought you were going to talk about.
You
the
weren't here for
story.
this one.
I was there for one.
Yeah, you were there for one of them. I remember the one freshman year. I remember that.
About? Which one you think I'm talking about?
In the bathroom?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one.
That was crazy.
I remember that one. That was wild. That was wild.
And the fact that he didn't get expelled.
But she did. She
got expelled and she had to move.
Didn't wasn't she like butt ass naked too? Like she had all
he
her
was
clothes
good,
off.
but she was butt ass naked.
That's not right for that don't sit right.
And the dude that
me.
taught criminal justice had to go up in there and see all that and had to stop it.
Oh, that
because he's in the restaurant. He's like the classroom,
like
there, right there to the
softball coach. That one.
Yeah, the like Hispanic
short Mexican.
dude.
Yeah, him. Yeah, I had him. Senior year or sophomore year.
Yeah,
he got fired.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
What happened?
He wasn't teaching us anything. He was just giving us assignments online. He wasn't actually teaching. Well,
wasn't he a cop though? Like on
yeah.
Taught criminal justice in the first place?
He was a cop. I'd say he wasn't teaches anything. I was told that's why he was fired.
So you think there's something else to it?
No, I think the reason why I'm not saying that he wasn't teaching us nothing. I was just telling you why I was told he was fired. Why he was fired.
Yeah.
Why what I was told. He was always cool with me. So I feel
like he was a cool teacher. I never had him.
Yeah, he was a chill,
cool
laid back teacher. I will give him that. But they said that he just wasn't teaching us anything. I don't think he was doing anything with the softball girls. I don't think that. I don't think that at all.
Plus, he's a cop too. You know that shit would get out if he actually was.
Oh yeah.
He'd be all over the news. He wouldn't be a cop no more.
No, you wouldn't. But no, our school was crazy. Like I said, that's like the girl.
And shit.
Oh, the wig fight! You weren't there for the wig fight. I've
seen fights outside. Have I been there my sophomore year when I got there, and that's when I transferred. Second semester, I seen 3 fights happen at once, outside at the bus stop. You had the fight going on, like each section. You had one on the left, the right, in the middle.
Yeah.
And it was all part of the same clique, but just split into 3 fights.
Yeah, that our school. That's just it. I miss it every day.
And I think
high school was so much fun.
To school.
I
think cause you kept going in person after the whole COVID thing.
I stayed at home for like 3 weeks during COVID. I was like, I can't do this. I have to go see my friends.
But I heard that there was somebody that got beat so badly there they went to the hospital. It was on the radio and everything. He got beat so bad that he went to the hospital.
It wouldn't shock me.
You didn't hear about that?
No.
Oh, it was all over the radio and stuff. It's like Rudder High School, somebody got jumped so badly that he had to go to the hospital.
It wouldn't shock me.
It doesn't shock me
at all.
Yeah,
it wouldn't shock me at all. And then that girl at High.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, voice crack. There was the rumors that she gave a whole bunch of people fentanyl, and like 2 people died. But what really happened was she just gave edibles to people who've never done any drug, and they had a bad trip. No one died. No one nothing. They made
paranoid.
Literally. That's what I was told, and I believe that a lot more than 2 people dying in fentanyl. You know how hard it is to get fentanyl, and I have a paramedic friend who tells me that fentanyl. Now, like I said, he's a paramedic, so I kind of believe him a little bit.
Yeah.
He said that fentanyl is not nearly as bad as people make it out to be.
But it's still bad, though.
It's still bad. He said, yes, it is bad. But it, like, when they say... Like I said, I'm not saying this is true or not. This is what I've told, and he's a paramedic, so I'm inclined to believe him more. Because he's seen and done some shit. So he has experience in this kind of field. If he was some fucking random guy down the street, alright, I'm not gonna believe him. But, this dude's an actual certified medic. And he said that fentanyl is bad, but it's when they say all you need is a little drop in your skin, that's not true. That's what I was told. Now, is that true? I don't know for sure. I don't know for sure. I've never dealt with fentanyl. Anyone who's been affected by fentanyl, I pray for them. But I was just told it's not nearly as bad as people make it out to be. It's bad, but,
I guess they just make it that bad so people won't do it.
Which works.
Yeah.
It works, But no, she just gave a whole bunch of people edibles, and they had a bad trip. They sent them to the hospital. That's literally it. Literally it. No one died.
Then we had a fire in our school too.
We did
Some
have a
people
fire
set
in our
some
school.
Fucking fireworks off in the restroom upstairs.
I remember that.
Like
The fire alarm went off. We were like, "What the
stupid?"
fuck?
But they got us out of class though for like the
Yeah,
last hour.
it did. Yeah,
for like
yeah. We were out
too.
there for a while.
We then went to the gym. We were just chilling.
Yeah, the whole fire department came.
Like they lit that shit up upstairs. I don't know who had the time to set some fireworks up in that bitch and to set it off.
Every time I'd go in the bathroom, it'd be a vape lounge.
Oh,
like,
definitely.
Oof.
You know, they actually
so
run Swisher and shit. Like they was smoking
Swisher
actual,
seats.
They was
seats?
actual,
seats?
yeah, Swisher
Swisher
seats.
sweets.
They was actually smoking shit up in
I
there.
actually smoked those without putting weed on. I smoke that tobacco. I like that taste. It's the cheapest tobacco you can find, but I like the taste. I'm a cheap motherfucker.
They was doing that in school.
Yeah,
like I went up in there not smelling vape smoking shit, actually smelling that shit.
Yeah, there's a difference when you know someone's vaping.
And they don't.
When it's vaping, you can smell it, but not nearly as bad as actual flower, actual herb. Ooh, you can smell that across America. And I got a nose for it too. People at our job come in,
just covering up the urinal. Just smoking like no care in the world.
Yeah. Well, because they know that they'll just get suspended for a month or two and come back. How many months are we in school? How many months in like the semester are there?
In
August, September, October, November, December, February, January, March, April, May, June. 11 months.
Not June.
Well, okay, a little bit, it's usually a tiny bit of June. So let's go 10 months.
In June? When did you go to school in June?
Usually, right when school ended, they'd have us stay in like June 1st.
Do that shit.
Well, I don't know. That was
that after COVID or something?
Wait, no, this was always. Well, that my experience anyway. But okay, usually it's not June, so let's go 10 months. You lose 2 out of 10 months. That's nothing. That's nothing. You'll do that quick.
That is quick.
But I can honestly say I've been hungover at school because Super Bowl Sunday was the night before. But that was the only time I've never been high or nothing like that at school. I like to stay clean at the tables. The tables are like your work or job. I call that the tables. I stay clean there.
You got so many people that.
When I'm at home though.
Shit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if any of my friends have done something that like.
At school.
Yeah.
Well, you remember the elevator?
I heard it. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you heard that about that? 2 people caught having sex in the elevator. There's a camera.
No, it's
right in the elevator.
It's not like you're going from like a high floor to a low floor. It's one floor.
True, it's one floor.
The whole ride lasts like 10 seconds.
The time you unbutton your pants, the door's already open.
Like
you know what I mean?
The door closed, unbuckle your pants, and then the door open it again. Like.
And what are you gonna do? Go up against the wall?
Like that's not gonna hide.
It's not. Have you tried that? It is not comfortable. It's not. You gotta. I'm not very physically strong, so you know, a lot of things are heavy for me, but it's not comfortable.
No, where you got to be to do that, like to try that.
Now, granted, I've done things at school, but does the school parking lot count?
Yeah, because you can.
Okay, well then, all right, then yeah.
Get caught out there.
Then yeah, okay. I guess I'm not doing this in myself then, but. I've told you that, right?
You told me that.
Yeah. But nah, I always didn't do those kinds of things. I vaped at school. Everybody vaped at school. Vaping is not nearly as bad as being high.
I ain't do anything at school, honestly.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you were always a good kid.
I wasn't good, but I didn't do that.
Yeah. Oh, you were always
more like.
I don't have a word for it. You never got in trouble. I'll just say
basically,
that.
Yeah,
you never got in trouble.
I never got caught for the bad shit I did. I didn't do drugs or nothing on campus or like sexual shit, but I wasn't like totally, innocent.
Yeah, I don't think anybody is totally
it's
innocent.
high school though, so you realize if you're trying to stay innocent through high school, you're not living, basically. Like,
yeah, that's your high school
Don't
years.
get fucked up, but have a little fun.
Yeah,
basically.
have some. Believe me, looking back, I miss high school so much, and I'm really glad I did. I'm glad I did so much sports. I did football. I did
a lot of sports.
I did wrestling for a month, and then I did track for a month. I did power. I didn't do powerlifting, but I went to the powerlifting practices, like when I first joined football. But I never went to any of the meets. But I really wish I would have stuck with
football
wrestling.
Or
maybe not stuck with it. I wish I would have completed it. I wish I would have completed football, but pretty much I saw the writing on the wall. I was going to sit on a bench for the whole year, and that didn't that didn't appeal to me. So I went and got a job at Express and started working. I was still there for my boys. I was still yelling at them from the stands that they fuck up. And I'd still go to I still go to practice. But I just wasn't a player. But the 1 year I was in football for a year and a half. The other half of my sophomore year, all of my junior year, and none of my senior year. I quit before school started. But that junior year was genuinely one of the best years of my entire life. Just because of the camaraderie with the guys. There were some people on my team that I didn't like. But no matter what, on that field, I have your back no matter what. Women's sports, very different. Very, very different. But that's what I liked. I like getting out there, put the suit of armor on. You know, the helmet and pads. We call it the suit of armor. But I like doing that, going out there, running, you know. All I did before was stay at home. I want to actually do something in high school. Memorable. Just not fucking read manga all the time. So I joined football, and I loved every minute of it. I mean, I loved all my coaches. Coaches were amazing.
Growing up,
you had some coaches who weren't worth a damn, but
you got a lot of coaches that don't worth a damn.
But
I feel like some coaches don't know how to coach.
I'm a Texas Longhorn fan. I'm a diehard Longhorn fan. I hate A&M, but there was this one coach there that played for A&M. I would have died for that man. That man helped me so much, and to this day, he still has an effect on me. And if he's listening, he knows who he is. Thank you, OB. But he had such an effect on me, and so many other coaches did. They had such a, like, I don't know, it's just, you can't put it into words. And then the guys, the thing about this, if you join football, you better be ready to shit talk. If you can't give it, you will not last. If you can't take it, you won't last. They will bully you. They will bully you. But if you can show that you ain't just going to lay down and take it, they fuck with you. Fucking with you and bullying you are two different things. So I just started talking shit back. And all right, yeah, we can fuck with Witt. Yeah. Coaches talk shit too.
Yeah, they always do.
Coaches talk shit just as much as the guys. Now, like I said, talking shit and then just being hateful are two different things. Some of the women's sports here, some of the girl teams, I'm like, that's your teammate. Good God, you saying all that shit about her?
Girls are kind of more of like stepping in the.
Say what you want, bro.
They're more.
I've already gone off the deep end.
More or like they're more backstabbers because like they could be. No, I experienced this. I'm not putting names out there, but let's just say I experienced this with somebody. They would talk. Well, no, the other one. They would talk. Yeah. They would talk so badly about their friend, and I would just tell them, just leave them. Like, drop them. No, I'm just going to wait, or no, like this and that. But every time they talk about this person, they say, I put them on mute. I block them. Then I unblock them, or I unmute them when I'm ready, and shit like that.
Like, why?
Like, just drop the person.
Yeah, if they're negative,
you always talking bad about them, but then when you're around them, you're all goody buddy. Like, that shit's fake as fuck.
Exactly, it is fake as fuck. Guys don't do that. If we have some shit, we say it to you. We say it around you.
Or we're gonna fight about it and get it settled. One of the two.
Yeah, I just think some matters only you. For men, I think there are some situations that only can be handled by fighting. Now, rare. I don't.
It's rare.
It is rare. I think a majority of the situations you can get in, you can probably talk yourself out of it. But there's some situations where you have to, like, not even have to fight, where y'all want to fight. Like, we're not gonna move forward until we duke it out real quick. And I have never been in that situation, but I've been in the situations that led up to that. I've told me and this one friend, he's no longer my friend now, but me and him had some beef for a while, and he was out here one day, and I said, all right, listen, ain't nobody out here. Do you mean you just need to go a few rounds?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm like, do you mean you just need to go a few rounds? Like, he's like, nah. And I'm glad. I don't like committing. I watch violence all day. I love UFC. I love MMA, boxing. I'll watch it, but I don't like committing it. I haven't had to commit it that much in my life. And I'm grateful. I'm happy I haven't. But the few times I've
haven't really gotten into a fight ever since. The last fight, like true fight, I've probably been in is probably damn near middle school.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't.
Nobody really like fucks me like that though, because I'm just a cool dude. I stay chilling and stuff. Now, if you fuck with me or fuck with somebody I care about,
Yeah.
I'm gonna beat your ass.
That's different.
But like
yeah.
I haven't had to do that yet. So
Yeah, like I can't lie. I've been in very few squabbles. Got my ass kicked more than I won, but you know, that's just a part of it.
kickings here and there, but at least you fought for
you
yourself.
win some,
can't
you
just
lose
be
some.
there and be a bitch about it. You gonna fight.
That's the one thing I'm gonna tell my son. If leading up to the fight, if you can get out, walk away, get out. But if that motherfucker pulls hands, you better stand your ground.
Like, my parents told me when I was growing up.
If you can get out, get out. But if punches are thrown, you better not be a coward. You better punch back.
They said, I don't care if he gets suspended or anything. You better fight back.
You better leave him there, or they better leave you there. But you better not run. That's just what I was taught by my parents. And shit.
I feel like all our parents told us to fight back. Unless you got some parents out there be like, don't fight them, just walk away. Fucking principals. I hate when they said that shit. I got in trouble one time.
Just walk away.
You know, I got in trouble at my old school for not even actually fighting. I was play wrestling with my cousin on the bus. They pulled us in the principal's office. Yeah, so we called your parents and everything. We don't need you fighting on the bus. First of all, I wasn't even fighting. No punches was thrown. We just play wrestling.
Yeah.
And they took that and was like, well, you can't, even if you're play wrestling, don't throw hands, don't fight back. Like,
so no hands were thrown.
If it was a real fight, women just sit there and get beat.
Yeah,
like no, I'm gonna protect my body. Fuck the other dude.
Yeah.
I hate when principals did that. So I guess if he get in a fight on school campus, he should just sit there and take it basically.
Yeah.
Let the cops come and help him or something. Don't fight back basically. Pussies.
Yeah.
Hated the school system for that shit. It's stupid.
Yeah, it's
and I experienced that for myself, so that shit really, like, it just boiled my blood. Because I hear it from other people, but when I got into that shit, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
For play wrestling, not even real fight. Play wrestling.
Not even a real actual fight, just normal wrestling. Or just play wrestling, not normal wrestling, but like WWE shit. Even though that's
fake, what we're doing, basically.
Yeah.
Like, we stood up for like a good 3 seconds, and the bus would stop. But we stood up for 3 seconds and did like the whole thing, like play wrestling.
You got these depressed and grumpy ass bus drivers who hate
old school. He was grumpy as
who hate their life, hate their wife, hate their home. They're just people those kinds of people I cannot surround myself with because you're just full of negativity. I'm not full of negativity, but I am very negative sometimes. You can ask. Especially my mom, she knows too, and I hate that about myself, but I'm trying to be better. But sometimes it's just when you look at the world and you see what's happening in the world, you're like, how can you
enough negativity?
Yeah, and then
that's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot to take. Yeah, it's a lot thinking about it. It's just a lot. It's a lot to process, a lot to take in. But yeah, there's just too much negativity in this world. Okay. Well, everybody, we are out of time, it looks like. So, this is Jason signing off with...
Deshaun.
And we'll see y'all next time.
Like I said, you hear this Friday.